Serenoa, making a valiant stand in defense of the Rosellan village, slays Silvio Tellior. Word of their disobedience reaches the Holy One, who sends an army to conquer the heretics. With the enemy only a day's march from their doorstep, House Wolford and the Roselle scramble to mount one last stand. Time is of the essence.
Actually, no. Chapter 12. In the Still of the Night. What is going to happen? Well, first off, characters. Though she wishes to use her power for good, Izana recounts their part of her tragic past. Quick a bit of this first.
I must say, your display of power was quite astonishing. One moment there wasn't a single cloud in the sky, and the next we were drenched to the bone. The townsfolk were certainly appreciative, and that means much in these trying times. Where did you learn such sorcery?
I was born with it, as were my forebears. In the far reaches of Hyzant, my people dwell, acting as shamans and summoning rain when the people cried for it.
You hail from Hyzant? I suppose we should count our blessings that you found your way to our ranks.
Ah, so you're Izana. We've heard tell of a witch using her dark arts to frighten the peasants into submission. Rest assured, we shall conduct a thorough investigation into these rumors. In the meantime, your presence is requested at the Hierophant's palace.
Rumors from whom? There are no dark arts being practiced here. And the people are not scared of me. I provide them rain when they require it. That is all.
Quiet, witch! Save your remonstrations for the Inquisition.
Is this their investigation? My guilt was decided ere they laid eyes upon me.
Perhaps they are threatened by the sight of the common folk huddled around your warming smile. The goddess of salt is a jealous mistress, after all, and her subjects cannot well suffer another to be so adored. It is as you said. If you appear before the Inquisition, you will surely be found guilty, and the punishment will be grave.
Then what recourse is left to me?
If the tentacles of the Church can reach this far, then nowhere in Hyzant is safe. We must flee our borders and go far from the gaze of the Zealots. It will be just as we promised each other. We'll start a new life, together.
I just know the guy's name.
Is that truly what you want? 'Tis hardly the new beginning we envisioned.
That matters not. Only that it is ours.
Very well. Then let us meet again at nightfall. You know where. Until then, my love.
I shall count the minutes till next we meet.
Alas, he did not come. Another victim of the Inquisition's tyranny. Had he never met me, would he still be alive today? Should I have said nothing and fled alone in the night?
I am sorry for your loss, but you mustn't blame yourself. 'Twas hardly your fault. And you do not know his fate for certain. He could very well still be alive.
Perhaps. I tried to seek him out, but there was little I could do with the Church's agents breathing down my neck. They burned down his home, and his family was never heard from again. I fear the worst. The goddess of salt must be named so for the tears she causes. She took everything from me. Her minions, all of Hyzant, They bear responsibility for my grief, and I aim to see that they answer for it. Although we have known each other only briefly, I sense a strong ally in you. Will you lend me your sword when the time comes?
Of course. Of that you can be certain.
Don't lie to her, Hewitt. You have a bow. Alright, that's all of it. We have to investigate something. Sereno wonders what recourse is left for them, knowing that not much time remains until the Hyzantian army arrives. What's going on?
So that's the size of it. House Wolfford has gone to such great lengths for us.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
Actually, I should look at
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
I should look at the profiles.
Forgive me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not?
Yep. Jerome Lesme.
You came to our rescue just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
And so your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
You know the history of Hyzant's oppression of the Roselle, yes? Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source. She led us to freedom from Hyzant's rule, here to the Wolfford domain.
How's it going, Connor? Welcome to the stream.
She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
I reckon not. Hyzant would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzant. The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her, and remained here to live out our days in peace.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in. I thank you for sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold. I beg you, recite those words once more.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
So there exists a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzant.
Pray tell, good elder, what might it look like?
Alas, I fear I do not know.
I know not to what they were referring, but my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible. They both passed many moons ago.
We must find this key, Lord Serenoa. I know it sounds like a fool's errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
I agree. 'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless. Let the search begin.
Now he knows something. He knows, hi, Yubi. Just walk in front of me, why don't you? On my desk. Of course, yes, Yubi. Yes, cutie of fluff. You're gonna play with your belly if you don't get off. Okay, good. We know the key's in the village, though precisely what form it takes still eludes us. I need more information. If the key does indeed remain in the village, I will find it. I must. First off, there's shinies everywhere. Strange pellet, thank God. Superior iron. That's our first superior item, actually. That's kind of nice. Wait. Is that a talk? It was a talk, damn. I don't think I see any more of those items. That elder knows something. He's hiding something. I just fucking know it. Anything in here? We're going to 7 p.m. Eastern, right? 4 o'clock? Wait, 4 o'clock for me? Fuck that, no. I don't think so, at least. 7 p.m. Eastern should be 3 hours in front of me. So, no. Azure Crystal, I think, is another item that we would have needed for rank ups. And nothing of any key, and you'll find nothing of any import in my home. That is a... That means something's here. We took such great pains to flee the source, yet our past seems to haunt us. Perhaps we are tainted after all. Something's going on. There's something here then. How... Alright, now let's start talking to people. You're looking for something old? I seem to recall a rather old-looking mirror behind the elder's house. It was quite brilliant all those years ago, but I'm sure it has rusted over by now. I cling to the thought that Lady Orlea's last a great hope for us lay in the village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Something special in the village? If what you seek is old, the elder may know of it. Any other Rosellians? Like Kitty. What was my mother trying to say, Serenoa? We have to find that key. Anything special? Well, there is a pelt in Jerome's abode that my parents were quite fond of. What about something up here? Silver. Nice! We got another silver. Fuck yeah. We just want our lot to live our lives. Why must we be chained to the ends of the earth? You did this. This is your fault. This is all your fault. I feel your pain, but I need to know if Lady Ordelia left anything behind. It may help us achieve peace. Not so. We are all confronting the results of the Rosellian uprising from 30 years ago. You will never know how sorry I am that we could not protect you. I beg to gather your things and go. No, not that. All I know is that we'll never go back to the life we had before. I wish you luck in your search for trinkets. Pray do not lose hope. The road ahead is arduous, but we must remain strong. House will forward do all it can for you. You've taken all my venom, and still you show my weakness, or show me kindness. Forgive me, truly. or I misjudge you. I must think on what I can do to prepare. At the very least, you thought about it a little bit. What are you looking for, sir? Is it treasure? Oh yes, I'm on a treasure hunt. And you? Are you playing hide and seek? Look for something that could help everyone in the village. I'm sorry we're causing such a commotion. Hi, I hear there's something incredible in this village. Do you know anything about it? Play along with the kid, I guess. But I don't know if there's any treasure in our village. Unless, are you looking for me? Mommy and Daddy sometimes call me the bestest treasure. Well, they're certainly right about that. Unfortunately, I don't believe you're the treasure I'm looking for. Aw, but that gave me nothing to work with. Mommy and Daddy are really upset. I'm scared. Get off this thing, please. Thank you. The Rosellian have a long, dark history of being oppressed, and I reckon they're none too happy about outsiders like us reminding them of it. Yeah, probably not. Is the legend so old it's been forgotten? Or is something keeping something, if someone keeping something from us? They leave us no choice but to upend the village in our search. That would be rude, but at the same time, I feel like we would. I wonder why the village elder would so vehemently deny the key's existence. I should almost like to search his home myself. Preferably while he's away, though I know he would not grant such a request from the likes of me. Anything special or unusual in the village? Not that I've ever heard of. There are a number of objects in the village that could qualify as the key we are looking for. But it's got to be something that apparently is not... I don't know if it's an affront to the goddess, but at the very least shows a falsehood of it. A pelt, I don't think would do a fucking thing. Especially if it's a goddess of salt. A mirror has a weird chance of maybe being it, but I highly doubt it. I know we mean to search the village, but what are we searching for? I should like to search the elder's home, but I know he'll never grant me permission. It pains me to ask you this, but might you be able to draw him out of his house for a moment? Ordinarily, I would not stand for deceiving an old man, but I agree, this may be the only chance we get. Alright, there's the progression here at least. Elder, forgive me, but may I speak with you outside for a moment? An audience outside with Lady Frederica? To what do I owe the honor, and what would you ask of me? Sneaky, sneaky. When we seek in the elder's home. Alright, I guess he won't go in, I will. And it's right where he's sitting. That little glint. A box hidden beneath the rug. It would seem the elder did have something to hide. Perhaps this rock is the key that will show us the way forward. The pink rock. I've learned all I can about the rock that is pink. Can I talk to you about this? I'm afraid I have none to tell, my dear. I forgot the past. If there are any stories you remember of days gone by, I should love to hear them. Anything will do. That might be it. And this is... game. It's an old rusty mirror. Oh yes, that's the one. Pray, wait a moment. I'll polish it for you. There, isn't it beautiful? My word, the design of the mirrors are exquisite. I had no idea rust hid such splendor. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward? I highly doubt it, but apparently it does unlock information. Where's the pelt? That I forgot where it was. But I'm pretty sure something like the pink rock is like straight up just what we're looking for. It is the answer. It's a rock and it's pink. It's pink. It's pink. The color pink. That's probably the key to it all. Do I conclude, or I'm gonna save first just in case it's not that we just conclude right now when it's done. But I think that's it.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
Ah. The pink mirror, the pink rock, something else. He was sitting on it, the pink rock.
Could this pink rock be the key?
Where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
Is that salt? Lick it.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one. This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlea.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, but the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
Oh, don't tell me that's what the mines were about. I'm bringing it up still, because I swear the mine has to do with something. Yes.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know. And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself. The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzant oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
And not just that, anyone who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Would it really have so great an influence?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzant's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzant to its very core.
There may be hope for us yet.
A report, my lord. Hyzant's army is on the horizon.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
The next morning.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak? This is salt, indeed. But how is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
An audience with the Holy One, and a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here. Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word that the village will be safe from harm.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
We owe our lives to this. A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzant being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
Oh shit, a bot!
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzant will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolford. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
And what will you do once granted those privileges, Benedict?
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzant beside us, we can defeat Esfrost. So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
House Wolford protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzant sends an army to punish Wolford for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exham and succeeds. The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzant, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
We have an audience. Any greens? This is gonna be one hell of a cutscene, I think. So no, uses the discovery of the Salt Crystal to gain an audience with the Hierophant. I guess I'll save first because I don't know what we're gonna actually get out of this, but we're clearly on the right path for whatever this is, whatever route this is. What is it?
We granted you an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this. A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating. It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real. Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Well...
With all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzant?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
Gustadolf is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzant's redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzant's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war? The kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one. For I am the second son of King Regna. Roland Glenbrook.
You live. There is no mistaking that face.
I missed one. Hold on. The other guy. Actually, we haven't seen his portrait before. Kamsel Farrant, the Stanley Seventh Minister of Domestic Affairs. He manages all matters related to national public order. Have we actually? I don't remember the portrait at least.
Huh. So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
Her we have seen, Lila.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done. Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One. The holy state of Hyzant stands with you. The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia. Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf. From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
I still want to pull back the drapes and see whatever the fuck it is that's there. That's
well,
like the
would you look
Holy
at that?
One.
We secured Hyzant's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
We also received a signed document stating the Roselle and Wolford are left in our care.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
I've decided that I must press forward, even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I am with you every step of the way, my lord.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle! We take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
Alright, we have at least one grain here. 77 discussed the earlier council and the possibilities on the horizon. What's going on?
Did you know about this salt crystal exam?
Yeah, Tim.
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Hyzant is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt. Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught. We have relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Harsh words, but true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Mark my words, Minister Camso. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
They know their position. They need to fight because salt.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolfort.
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Esfrosti's ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you!
Have a wonderful day.
Who is this bewitching dancer? We've yet to actually have a chance to see her profile at all.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
Alright, all we have is this. A missive arrives from Sicrus, alerting Gustadolf to dangers to come. I do not know if cutscenes are going to play after this, so I'm going to say, let's end it right there. It's about time for me to end the stream anyways, only about 10 minutes off, but we found a source of salt outside the Kingdom of Hyzant. Who the fuck didn't call that? And why do I suspect it's still in the fucking mind where it came from? But aside that, we have the support. And I'm pretty sure it comes out of place of desperation, and I still do not believe for a goddamn second that there is anything behind that curtain, aside maybe a corpse, a rock, or nothing at all. Nah. Things about to catch up and pick up fast. It feels like it, at least. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you had a great time. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for some more Fire Emblem 3 houses. Tuesday, Wednesday for Fire Emblem. Thursday for more Zetai Hero Project. And then Friday, Saturday for more Triangle Strategy. Stay awesome, everyone. And hopefully I'll entertain you one more time another time. See ya.